Hi friends, welcome back to Yogarobix Part 2, Day 18. Let's start off in a comfortable seat, per usual. Sitting up nice and tall. You can sit crisscross applesauce or half lotus. You can also stack one shin over the other. It's up to you, whatever's most comfortable. Let's take a few moments and just breathe. Just letting go of everything else going on right now, just for the next 30 minutes while we're on our mat. Start by taking a deep breath in. And completely empty out your lungs, exhaling. Two more times. Last one. Slowly open your eyes. We're going to reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathing in, we push up. Open and exhale. Breathing in to come back. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathing in and exhaling as we open. One more time. Couple shoulder rolls. We come forward, up, back, and down. Do that a few times. And reverse. We're going to walk our hands out in front. And you can rest your forehead on the mat if that's in your practice. Otherwise, keep your neck in line with the spine. Take a deep breath here. And walk it on up. Fingertips come out to the right. We open that chest to the sky. Left arm comes over left ear. Both sits bones on the mat. Feeling a nice side stretch. And take it over to the other side. Just warming up the body. And come back to center. We're going to look right, center, left, center. One more time. Bring right ear to right shoulder, keeping the shoulder down. We're not hiking that shoulder up. Your right hand can gently touch the side of your head. We're not pulling on the neck. Just getting a nice stretch on that side of the neck. And other side, left ear to left shoulder, and you can gently touch your head just to get a nice stretch in the neck. Especially after, I'm sure we're all looking at our phones even more these days. Bring your chin to chest. Turn and bring the chin to the right shoulder. Come back through center. Bring it to the left shoulder. Do that a couple more times. And come back through center. Hands come out in front. Let's pull those forefingers down and stretch out the wrists on the right side first. And then over. And let's take it to the left. A few of you have mentioned this has really helped your wrists and your hands, like being in downward dog and stuff. I'm not hearing as many complaints of people's wrists hurting. And that does go away over time because you're building up muscles in your wrists that you didn't have before. But I'm happy to warm up all of our joints before we begin. So, just a couple wrist rolls back and forth, just warming up. If you want to open and close your fingers, you can. The hands and the wrists are a big part of yoga, so really having them prepared helps a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and meet in a tabletop. We're gonna do like a cat-cow variation. Make sure your knees are under your hips, hands are under your shoulders. So we're gonna open it up and then round through and sit back. Come back through center. So we inhale to open, arch the back. Exhale, round. Sit back on your heels. Come forward. Inhale, open it up to arch. Exhale, round. Sit back. Feeling a nice stretch in the back. One more time. Open it up to inhale. Exhale, round. Sit back. Come back through center. Let's bring the right leg out. On the ball of that foot, push back on the heel. Take a deep breath. And lift the right leg. Left arm comes out. We're going to bring both out to the side, keeping that core tight. Come back through center. Out to the side. Come back through center. Last one. And bring it in. Stretch the left leg out, coming onto the ball of that foot, push back on the heel. You should feel a nice stretch in the calf. Take a deep breath here. Lift that left leg. Right arm comes up. Tighten the core by lifting the belly button towards the spine. Coming out to the side. Oh, let me scoot up. Sometimes you have things in the way. Coming back through center. Bring it out to the side. Back through center. Make sure you're breathing one more time. And bring it on down. Come down to your forearms. Come into a forearm plank. Elbows are under the shoulders. Push back with the heels. Deep breath in. Exhale. Tap those knees on the mat. As you breathe. You got it. Keep going. And 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. We're coming right into puppy pose. So we're melting the chest towards the mat. Melting the forehead towards the mat. Take a deep breath here. One more deep breath. And we're going to just gently move forward. We're going to interlace the fingers together. And I like to tuck my pinky in here to kind of make my hands flush to the mat. So if that pinky's sticking out, it's kind of a little bit more uncomfortable. So if you tuck that bottom pinky in, your hands are flat on the mat. I hope that makes sense. Elbows under shoulders. We're coming back to our forearm plank. From here, we're going to lift our hips as we melt the chest back towards our thighs, and then come back to your plank. Inhale, exhale, push back and lift. Find your momentum, find your breath. Go ahead and drop the knees down. We're going to sit right back on those heels. Forehead comes to the mat. Wrap the arms around your legs. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. And let's come back to our tabletop. Curl those toes under, lift the hips. Pedal the feet, coming into our first downward dog. Stretching through those legs, stretching through those feet. Stretching that tailbone up towards the sky. We're going to take a big inhale as we lift the right leg high. Exhale, come through the center. And we're going to kick that leg out to the left, lifting the arm to the sky. Twisting the torso, both hands to the mat. Bring that knee back in. Come right back to your three-legged dog. Come back through. Turn, kick that leg out. Lift the arm. Turn, both hands on the mat. Knee comes into the chest. Right back to three-legged dog. One more time. Three-legged dog, breathing in. And exhale, we're going to step it up, give yourself some height. Lower down on that back foot. Slowly begin to rise up. We're going to open up our arms to cactus. Shoulder blades come together. Sink into that front hip. We're going to inhale. Lift those arms. Exhale. Really using resistance here. Frame that front foot, pop up on the back foot, coming into high plank. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap, tap, bring it in. Tap, tap, bring it in. Find your breath. Sit down, sit back, child's pose, take a breath. Starting to feel that heart rate rise. Take one more breath. And round it through, come back to your downward dog. Lift those hips, pedal the feet, take a deep breath. Sinking that chest towards the thighs, lifting the tailbone towards the sky. On your next breath in, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee to chest, turn, kick that leg out, lift the arm. Turn the torso, hand on the mat, knee to chest, back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, turn, kick it out, lift the arm. Both hands back down, knee to chest, three-legged dog. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, step it up. Lower down on that back leg. Rise up, squeeze those thighs together. Coming into cactus arms. We're going to sink into that front hip. We're going to take a deep breath in. And exhale. Using resistance. Shoulder blades come together. One more time. And frame that front foot. Pop up high, Zoe. Pop up on the back leg. And come into your plank. Here, knee to chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, find your breath. Knees come down, sit back, take a breath. Coming into child's pose. Catch your breath. Bringing the heart rate down a little bit. lift those hips, pedal the feet. Tailbone towards the sky. We're going to lift up on those tippy toes and walk it up to the front of our mat with your heels. Coming into forward fold. Take a breath here. Tailbone comes towards the sky, bringing the weight into the ball and toes of your feet. And slowly roll it up, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Breathing in, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming into warrior three. We're going to tap as we bend the front leg, tap that toe, and lift, tap, and lift, tap, and lift, and gently coming back into warrior two. Arms come out. From here, we're going to straighten the front leg, and as we do, grab the wrist on your left arm, and we're going to stretch it over to the right, to the back of our mat. And then we come back to warrior two. Stretch it, pulling that wrist, warrior two. Two more times. And come right into your triangle. Open that chest. Slowly begin to turn. And we're going to bend on that back leg. Step it up to our forward fold. Let the top half of you hang heavy. Take a breath here. And slowly roll it up. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Lift up on the right toes. Put them down one at a time. Melting that foot into the mat. Spreading through the entire foot. Lifting the left knee. We're going to come into a warrior three. And we bend and tap that toe and lift. Bend, lift, bend, lift. Next time when we bend, we come back into our warrior two. Arms come up. From here we straighten, we grab the right wrist this time, stretch it back. Come right back to warrior two. Stretch it back. Keeping that chest open. One more time. And reach forward, coming right into triangle, opening up that chest. Take a breath. We slowly begin to turn, bending on that front leg. We're going to bend on that back foot and step it right up. Forward fold. Slowly rise. Arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, swan dive it down. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Nice long spine. Breathing in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat. We're going to come down to our knees. And if you want to fold your mat over maybe once or twice, just for some padding for your knees, I highly recommend it. And we're going to come up on our knees. Knees are right under the hips. You can curl your toes under. I also recommend doing that so it gives you a little bit of height. Nice long spine. We're going to open the chest, hands on your hips, bringing the elbows behind you, and come back. Open it up, and come back. One more time. Now, we're going to bring the right arm behind to touch the right foot, and as we do, the left arm comes up as we open our chest, pushing through those hips. And take it to the other side. This time left fingertips grab the left heel, right arm towards the sky, opening that chest. Let's go back and forth a couple times with slow, controlled movement, and find your breath. If you would like to try to bring both hands behind, you can. You can either bring your hands to the small of your back and open up your chest that way, looking up towards the sky, or bringing one hand to your heel, then the other, and opening the chest, pushing through those hips. Take a breath, and one arm comes up, then the other. Now, we need to bring the back in the opposite direction. So coming into a child's pose, forehead to the mat, arms can be down by your side. Everything is yin and yang. So if we turn our spine one way, we have to turn it the other to balance everything out. Take one more breath. And let's rise up. Let's swing those legs around. Before we do some core work, I want to practice some balance poses. And not all balance poses are standing. There's a lot of balance poses that are seated. So bring your right leg in. No, let's start here. I was going to do one leg at a time, but we're going to do it this way. So grab a hold of both of your big toes. Kind of sit back on your tailbone a bit. There's kind of like a sweet spot, I call it, between your butt bone and your tailbone. And that kind of allows you to stay still. If you find that you're wobbling, try straightening your spine. You might be too rounded. You might need to open your chest a little more. And when you open your chest, that straightens your spine. So open your chest to the sky and see if you can first bring one leg out and bring it in. And then the other leg. And if you're steady doing that, or you're wobbly, put a block behind your back, your lower back. That will help you lean back, and it'll give you a lot more control. And then you'll build up the muscles to be able to hold it on your own. So if you want to try, bring both legs out. Again, a block behind your back is very helpful. It's not cheating. It's just modifying until you're able to do it on your own. So, bringing those legs down, we're going to do some core work now. Let's slowly lay back, one vertebrae at a time. Bringing both legs up to the sky. Hands can be underneath. Just tuck them under just a little, under your glutes. We're going to bring the right leg down and up. So we're not touching the ground, we're suspending and lifting. Keeping the feet flexed. Find your breath. This time, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to bring the legs down 30 degrees and stop. Down again 30 degrees and stop. Point the toes and lift it up. Bring it down 30 degrees, down, point the toes and lift. Mirror your breath to the movement. One more time. Hug it in. Feet down on the mat. Bring the shins parallel with the sky. Knees are in line with the hips. Bringing hands interlace behind your head. Open up those elbows wide. Keep a nice distance between your chin and your chest. We're going to breathe in and exhale, crunch. Allowing the core to do all of the lifting. Hug it in. Take a breath. Rock back and forth. Bringing that left leg down. Right leg comes up. We climb the tree, bringing knee to nose. And walk back down. Hands come down by your side. We're going to bring that leg out to the right. Come through center. And bring it over to the left. Keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. Coming back through center. Over to the right. Back through center. Over to the left. Make sure the shoulder blades are on the mat. And lift. Bend it in. Give it a hug. And lower it down. Left leg lifts. We climb the tree. Knee to nose. And walk it down. Hands come down to your side. Bring that leg over to the left. Let it suspend. And lift, back through center, over to the right. Keep both shoulder blades on the mat. Back through center. One more time on each side. And lift. Give it a hug. Both knees into the chest this time. Lift those legs up. Hands down by your side. We're going to open up those legs and close. Open them up, close. Just warming up for our straddle at the end. One more time. And if you want to turn to one side, come up to a seat, or you can rock and roll, coming into a little ball. Use the core to gain momentum. And meet me in a seat. We're going to come into a straddle. However, if you have a block, I want you to grab it. If you have 2 blocks, even better. You don't need 2, but you can definitely use them if you have them. If you don't have either, any object about yay high or yay high is fine. So it can be a book or a couple books stacked. Maybe even, I don't know. Who knows? Just pretend something's there. It doesn't have to be anything. What we're gonna do is sitting up nice and tall. Hands come behind us, fingertips facing. We're going to point our toes, and on the right side, we're going to lift over that block, bringing that leg in center, and then lift it open again. So we're just coming over that block and back. Over and back. Over, back. One more time. Really working on the muscles that will help us in our straddles with flexibility, strength, all the things. Hands come behind you, point your toes, and lift on the other side. Bringing the leg through the center and out. Center and out. Center, out. Center, out. One more time. Perfect. So, now that you're in your straddle, you might as well stay here for a few minutes. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Again, you should not be rolling back. If you're rolling back, your legs are too wide open. You can also adjust your butt cheeks. So ladylike. You can use your block. If you don't have one, you don't need to use anything. You can use your hands. So we're just going to hinge from the hips and lead with the chest. Coming forward, I just like to lean on my block with my elbows. Just take a couple breaths here. Flexibility is not easy. Flexibility takes a long time and it takes a lot of consistency. I've been doing this for 2.5 years now and I'm still not very flexible. I know a lot of you might think that I am, and certain things I am, but in a lot of things I'm not. And it is a process, but hang in there because you get better and better and better. It just takes time. We're gonna move the block or imaginary block out a little bit. Hinge from the hips, lead from the chest. If you don't have anything, just put your fingertips on the floor. Take a couple breaths here. I hope you guys are all doing okay. I know this is such a crazy time. And, you know, I'm glad that my yoga is helping people. I mean, I started this before quarantine, but it's nice to know that people are starting to do it. More people are starting to do it. I've always had my OGs, my regulars, which I really appreciate. If you want to scoot out a little bit more, go for it. I appreciate all of you, but, you know, there's been a couple people that have been doing this for months, and I really see the changes in their body, and it's really cool to see that. Take one more breath, and come on up. Let's come into a nice comfortable seat to finish off. I'm going to give you guys the choice again today. If you want to finish in corpse pose, laying back on your back, that's up to you, or a seated meditation. Just make sure wherever you are, you're comfortable first and foremost. And I want you to close your eyes. Put one hand on your heart, left hand preferably, and your right hand on your belly. And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a moment, and then completely empty out your lungs. I want you to continue breathing like that on your own for the next few moments, trying to keep your mind clear and peaceful as best as you can. Go ahead and start. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. If you are in corpse pose, go ahead and meet us in a seated position. And I want everyone to smile, just a big smile. For no reason, just other than to smile. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and completely empty out that exhale. One more time. Bring that smile back. Gently open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. It was such an honor and pleasure, and I hope to see you back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.